Is Cam Newton the new quarterback whisperer after he insulted Dak Prescott, said he was a game manager? Bam! He looked like a genius after the Packers. He said Brock Purdy was a game manager. I don't think that looks that good. But here's Cam doubling down on the Purdy hate, saying he's the 10th best player on his own team. This is from the 4th and 1 pod.
I've never said that Brock Purdy was trash. What I did say is Brock Purdy is a game manager. That's not hate. That's just what I feel to be facts. But I still reserve the right to say this. To be labeled a game changer, Brock Purdy has to be the best player on the offensive side of the ball. And that's not the case.
And who's the best player?
Christian McCaffrey. Man, look, I ain't recanting shit. And if you really want to just be honest, if you add in the defensive talent and you add in the offensive talent, Brock Purdy is the 10th best player on this team. Okay, cool. Did he have a great game? Yes. Is he been playing out of his mind? Yes. Is he a quarterback that's hot? Yes. But he's still the 10th best player on his team.
Cam's an idiot. he's just an idiot. I mean, I've wrote down 5 different things. Number 1, I wish his co-host would have said name them. I would love to hear him name them. Number 2, and we can do that in a second. Number 2, you don't have to be the best offensive player on your team to be labeled a game changer. That's what he said. You got to be the best. So if CMC's the best, then he's crapping on Debo and Kittle. Then Debo and Kittle can't be given ultimate great respect because they're not the number one player. So Marvin Harrison was not the best player on the Colts offense. So he's not an ultimate game changer. Cam was a little loose with that. And then Brock Purdy is not on a hot streak. Brock Purdy sucked against Green Bay.
He was bad in the first half of that. Did you get it?
I don't know. This gnat is driving me crazy. And, wing sauce probably not going to help.
No, that ain't going to help.
Well, trap him in this ranch.
Look at that.
Trap him in this Whataburger ranch.
That ain't going to help.
But Cam couldn't name 10 players better than Brock Purdy on San Francisco.
So I tried.
Okay.
All right. CMC.
Yep.
Debo.
Yep.
Trent Williams.
Yep.
Ayuk.
Okay. We'll put in a maybe category.
Kittle.
Okay.
Nick Bosa.
No doubt.
Greenlaw.
Maybe. I'm putting him in my Ayuk category.
Right. Warner.
No doubt.
That's 9. That's 8. That's 8 guys.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6. That's 8. Could you name? That's really it.
Wait, Peyton. You have the list?
This is from the 4th and 1 show Twitter account. Cam Newton's top 10 49ers.
All right, good,
and
good.
Named a lot of them.
Okay, good. I'll get ready to maybe apologize. Let's see.
Number 1, McCaffrey.
He put them in order?
Yes.
Okay.
1 through 10.
Oh, good. Okay, Cam. Okay, there you go. That's how you podcast.
2, Trent Williams. 3, Fred Warner. Nick Bosa 4.
Okay.
Debo 5. George Kittle 6. Charvarius Ward 7. Greenlaw 8. Number 9, Brandon Ayuk. And then Brock Purdy 10.
Okay.
Look, I mean, some of those, it's subjective. The Ayuk, Greenlaw, Ward, those are subjective.
Look,
I think objectively you can't say he's better than CMC, Debo, Trent, Bosa.
Look, I'm not arguing his point about Purdy being 10th. I don't have a major problem with that. They're loaded. I have a major problem with this game manager thing is an insult to every quarterback. It's an insult. It is. It's just like if someone labels you in this profession of, you can be a fill-in play-by-play guy. You could never be the play-by-play guy for a team, but if someone gets sick, and this is not an insult towards you, Jared Sandler, I love you. If Nadell gets sick, then Sandler, you can fill in. But you're never going to be the play-by-play voice of a major league or professional team. You're not that good. You're a fill-in. And a game manager is someone who is told by Bill Parcells and other conservative coaches, you're just out here because we don't have someone dynamic. You take the snaps, you hand it off, you throw screens, you dump it off. That is an insult to every quarterback in their ability. That is why Dak Prescott had to feel insulted when Mike McCarthy talked about, and the Cowboys, dialing things down because of his interception numbers at the start of the year. We want to run the football. I take that personally if I'm Dak Prescott. If you have confidence in yourself, a game manager. Brock Purdy makes big-time throws. Brock Purdy, let me think before I say this. I think Brock Purdy's down-the-field accuracy is more big-time than Cam Newton's ever was. Now, I'm not going to crap on Cam as a player. Cam Newton, you could make an argument, changed the game. He was a monster. Okay? This guy carried his organization and team to a Super Bowl appearance. Cam was a beast. He was a beast. I got respect for Cam Newton's game.
Cam was one of the most overrated number one picks of all time.
Oh. Okay.
He was an absolute monster of a player and a bust at the same time. His best year, his MVP year, his QBR would have been 10th this past season. His adjusted net yards per attempt for his career would have been 21st this season.
Look,
he wasn't a good. He was a great athlete.
Yes.
He had amazing size and skill.
Yes.
He was not accurate with his passes.
Right. And Brock Purdy's a better thrower.
Much better.
Brock Purdy's a better thrower, but Cam Newton in his prime was a problem. He could be a problem.
Cam wishes he could be Lamar Jackson. Wishes he could be Lamar Jackson.
So my problem is his definition of it. Right? San Fran's loaded. You want to argue Greenlaw? You want to argue Ayuk? You want to argue Ward? Fine. It's just, if you're not the best player offensively, then you got to be a game manager. That's stupid. But I did respect that he named the 10, showing off some football knowledge and putting his money where his mouth is.
I mean, listen, Joe Montana, you could argue, was a game manager. He managed a game because that's not a slight. It's not a slight on him.
But are you capable? Is your coach trusting you, and are you capable of making dynamic, big-time plays to win the game or carry an offense? That's what separates an impact player from a game manager. That's what gets you paid 55 versus nowadays 40. You know what I mean? Are we building this around your arm, or is your arm part of it? That's a game manager definition to me. That's what it is. So I think I still think he's insulting Brock Purdy a little bit, but that is Cam Newton, who people said was right about Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott is not a game manager either. Dak Prescott is a playmaker. Would you agree with that?
Dak Prescott is a playmaker?
He's not a game manager.
I think he's caught in the middle.
Okay.
I think he's somewhere between playmaker and game manager. I don't think he's a game manager because I think to be a game manager, you have to do...
Because to me, I can say at the start of my year, this offense is going to run through Dak's right arm, and we're going to have 10 to 12 wins.
Yeah.
That to me means you're definitely more than a game manager.
You're definitely more.
And we're riding the right arm for the season offensively.
Right.
Because they changed that, right?
Yeah,
they wanted to start off not doing that, and then they changed, and it worked.
I think a lot of times, like game managers, Dak makes enough mistakes to not be a game. Game managers need to be really mistake-free. They can't afford mistakes. He
doesn't throw picks.
No. I don't mean picks in general. Just like, sometimes bad throws, throwing in the wrong spot, inaccurate throws. Game managers are like, they've got to be like pinpoint accurate, and they may not be able to make all the throws on the route tree, but when they do the throws they can make, they are pinpoint with it.
What do y'all think? 877-881-1053.